Welcome to the project demonstration of GSM based prepaid energy meter system. So here we are going to use this energy meter system by prepaid, by recharging the system with help of GSM modem, and the particular amount will be reduced based on the load connected, and the load will be measured with help of Optocoupler. So here the whole circuitry controlled by the PIC microcontroller, PIC 16F73 microcontroller, and the main input modules of this PIC microcontrollers are like Optocoupler and the GSM modem. GSM modem is input and output, means it will read the message and it will send the messages from the microcontroller, and output module is relay and 16x2 LCD. So the whole circuitry will get the power supply of 5 volts from here. So here the power flow is, we are going to provide the 230 volts power supply, and from this transformer parallelly we are distributing the 230 volts power supply to the load from this energy meter, and from the transformer, so we are going to step down the 230 volts AC to the 12 volts of AC voltage, and after that with help of these 4 diodes are connected in bridge rectifier. So from this we are going to get the 12 volts pulsating DC, and after this filter 12 volts pure DC voltage will be given to the GSM modem. From here we are get the 5 volts power supply, and that 5 volts power supply given to the PIC microcontroller through these wires, and these 4 are TX, RX plus minus. So here the interfacing connections are B2 to B7 LCD, B0 B1 GSM, C7 relay, A4 Optocoupler. So it will take some time for execution, so that's why we'll directly execute the video, and later on we'll explain you the components wise also. So just before giving the power supply, we need to insert a valid SIM card inside the GSM modem, and it should be either Airtel or VI or BSNL other than Jio, and it should have validity and SMS balance. Then after, give the power supply. So give the power supply and hold this reset switch. After inserting SIM card, give the power supply and hold the reset switch till this should get the signal. So here one light is blinking very fast, so I'll show you now. So initially when you give the power supply, the particular light will blink at a duration of 1 second. Once you get the signal, it will blink slow down. This is very important. After that only, right now the signal comes down, then you can release the switch. So why? Because after getting the signal only, the microcontroller has to communicate with the GSM modem, then only it will send the messages. It will prepare for the messages, and now the welcome message will be displayed on the LCD screen, and after that it will check for the balance. Okay, so now the balance and is 0 0. So now initially, so you can send the messages to the inserted SIM card. Just I want to send the message of this PS on initially. Okay, so now just forward that to the number which we have inserted. So after sending message, you can see the message received on your LCD screen. Right, message received. And we'll get the reply of the power supply resumed to the consumer. Right, we got the message. So power supply resumed. So now I want to recharge that, as we know that there is no balance in that. So now I want to recharge. The recharge format is RC star rupees and hash. So in this manner we can send the same number, right? I'm sending, and the same thing, the message will be received here. And here we have the features like whenever the balance is less than 5 rupees, so you will get the message alert of low balance. So previous money is 00, and now the recharge money is 16 rupees, and it will be reduced gradually based on the load connected. So for demonstration and faster response, you can connect the 200 watts bulb for faster load, because the 200 watts load is heavier. And meanwhile, now I'll explain you the connections. Meanwhile, the balance has to be reduced to the, and also we'll get the reply from the system. So energy meter recharged with 16 rupees and balance is 16. Now, so here what is the purpose of the optocoupler? Nothing but, so we are going to getting the signal from the energy meter. One LED is there, so the particular LED will blinks based on the load connected. So if the load is heavy, then the particular light blinks rate is heavier, and low load low rate, and the particular blinking rate blinking power will be given to the PC817 optocoupler. So it is a safety component between the microcontroller as well as our energy meter. So because whenever we'll get the high signal from the energy meter, in order to protect that, so we interface the energy meter with the PIC microcontroller through the PC817 optocoupler. So we got a message, right? Alert, low balance, please check. And now whenever the balance is less than the 0.8 or equal to 0, then automatically the message load will be disconnected. Okay, so now you can recharge it again. Same, I'm going to recharge the same system with the same rupees, or you can go with the other higher also, 100 or something. For demonstration purpose, I'm just showing with the low money. Done. Right. Okay. So for that purpose, we interface the PC817 with the microcontroller, and coming to this motherboard. So there is a 28-pin microcontroller, so which is of like interface between the input and output modules, and this one is the reset switch as we explained initially, and this one is going to be the 20 megahertz of crystal oscillator frequency, and these are one capacitor. So in order to, whenever we are going to on and off the relay, there will be reverse pulses will be generated. So in order to protect that, we use the capacitor also. And right, so we got the message, the recharge is full again. So now we can disconnect. So if you want, you are out of the house, so out of the home, and just you want to disconnect the power supply, just reply to the system of PS on. So all should be small letters. PS off, sorry, PS cut. PS cut. So just send the message of PS cut, then the power supply will be disconnected. So for every message sending from your end, so the message will be received, and right, the power supply disconnected, PS cut. So if you want to get the keywords, and if you want to erase the bill, the so-called money, for example, unfortunately you send 200 rupees or 500 rupees, so then you can't wait till that time. So if you recharge again with 1 rupee also, the particular 1 rupee will be added to the previous balance. So in order to that, so if you want to clear the total balance, just reply with help, HELP, help. All are small letters, whatever the thing is there, so all are small letters. Now as we know that there is a balance of 7.2 rupees. Now when I send the help, then automatically the total balance will be erased. And we'll get the message formats also. So the possible disconnected consumer the previous message, right? So we got a message. Now see, the total balance will be 0, not the reading. So here we can see that the PS on or PS cut. PS on, nothing but power supply on. So PS cut to resume or disconnect the power supply, and recharge RC star amount hash for sending the recharge amount, and get the balance. So these are the message formats we are going to communicate with our kids. Thank you.